What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to some more Trap Shrine. My name is Andrew, and last time, what were we doing last time? Last time we got some insights into their sort of history together, the two. I guess you could call them main characters. This time, I guess we're gonna see what happens with the problem that they have right now, which is finding some more traps to work at the shrine. Well then, I face the shrines, Komainu, and clap my hands in prayer to pay my respects and worship. Flash! When I do that, a flash of light blinds me for a second and a cute little dog-eared shrine maiden appears in front of me. We've been expecting you. Despite his looks, Hino is still an envoy of the gods, so I'm always courteous when meeting him. He looks at me, looking kind of fed up, but I keep talking anyway. We're in some of a tough spot right now. The festival's around the corner, and we're lacking capable hands. I would be forever grateful if we had your assistance around the shrine, Hino-sama. Come on, don't be like that. Let's just play nice and work together. Please? Seeing him flail his arms around and throw a tantrum makes me think of anything but a god. He's more like a moody kid. It'd be nice if he showed a little more decency at least. Oh, alright, I get it. If you don't want to work, then there's no more offerings for you. In this shrine, those who don't work, don't eat. I don't discriminate between gods and humans. Besides, are you sure you're really an envoy of the gods? I'm seriously starting to doubt if I'm really dealing with a deity here. The envoys of the gods are beings that are one step below gods, but in this shrine, we worship them all the same. Then please give us a miracle. We really need one to get more visitors and shrine parishioners, not to mention funds. I mean, you're not wrong. I'm really sorry, but the shrine's not doing that well these days. You can't just think of yourself. If the situation doesn't start improving soon, no one will want to visit the shrine anymore. If we just sit back and relax, the mountain will surely swallow us whole in a second. The shrine will get overrun with weeds and fall into a state of disrepair. That means no more visitors, and more importantly, no more offerings. Are you okay with that? 712. Seems like he just wants to pocket the shrine's offerings. Well, I sort of understand him. I'm not going to stop you if you want to leave, but didn't you have to stay here because you have a mission? Well, if you have time to curse your fate, you have time to work. Take care of cleaning the shrine grounds first. He reluctantly takes the broom from my hands. At least he's motivated to work now, even if his reasons are somewhat fishy. The envoy of the god enshrined here benevolently helps us in this time of need. He might be a celestial being, but he hasn't grown a single bit for as long as I've known him, so I can't bring myself to worship him properly. Maybe it's the fact that I've grown used to seeing Hinoa ever since I was a kid, but that's not exactly the problem here. His dog ears are pretty cute, but he just behaves and talks like a child. Not exactly the behavior you'd expect from a god. And it's not just me either. The grandpas and grannies that come visit the shrine pamper and treat him more like a mascot rather than a god. No grumbling. I'll let you stuff yourself silly when you're done. Even though I've known him since forever, making a god work so hard still feels wrong. That said, I don't see our shrine hiring new people anytime soon, so we'll have to make do with those we have for the time being. I want to hire more people, but Mishiro-san's against the idea. I don't even know how to try to persuade him. I was just thinking, why does he let you help if he's so against the idea of hiring new shrine maidens? Hinoa says, puffing his chest out with pride, yeah, I don't think that's it. Never mind his appearance or his klutzy personality, I don't think his influence as a god has anything to do with it. I want snacks. I want snacks. I guess that proves my point. He totally treats Hinoa like a pet. He's got him tamed. Hinoa looks happy, but what he doesn't realize is that he's already a slave to Mishiro-san. Enslaving a god with nothing but candy. I don't know if Mishiro-san's just that amazing or Hinoa's just too easy to trick. This is one of Hinoa's divine powers, multiplying himself. Oh my god, there's too many of them. Make them stop, they multiply. Man, if he could just multiply himself, why doesn't he clean all the time? And so the Hinoa clones divide the work between themselves. Amongst themselves. Seriously, Hinoa's noisy on his own right, but when he splits like that, it's downright unbearable to listen to their infighting. Still, we have a real envoy of the gods with us. Why in the world doesn't the shrine thrive more? Maybe everyone thinks he's just cosplaying. They probably think he's just one of the mascots they show on variety shows and stuff. I finally understand it now. Unfortunately, I was right. They see Hinoa as anything but a god. Yep. Can't really take him seriously, I guess. Story of the origin of Koto Musubi's shrine dates back to ancient times, truly an honorable and old story. A long time ago, settlers arrived on these lands. They flattened mountains and cleared forests in order to establish farms for their sustenance. Every single person that laid waste to the place angered the lord of the land, who rampaged for 3 days and nights straight. In order to quell its anger, the people erected a shrine in the cave the Lord was said to reside in. With that, the Lord's anger was sated, and it went on to bless the people and turn into the protector of their land. Ever since then, the Lord gained faith for blessing new couples with children and was given the name of Kotomusubi Himegami no Mikoto, the goddess of marriage. But this goddess had a particular quirk, an unusual disdain for women. For this reason, it is customary for only men to work at this shrine. And that's why all of our shrine maidens, including Michiro-san and Hinoa, are merely men dressed in female clothing. But that custom is something I've never been able to come to terms with, not even after finishing my ascetic training, or inheriting the shrine from my late parents and becoming the chief priest. If that's the case, was his mom also a man? So what's the problem? Even though this was my fate by being born as the heir to this shrine, I still think an ordinary shrine would have been better. This shrine is just bizarre. There's also the fact that the Komainu acting as an envoy of the god enshrined here can actually manifest itself as a real person. However, there's an even more troubling aspect. That night. Ooh. Well then, about the upcoming festival. I assist to one of the regular meetings of the shrine parishioners and listen to what their representatives are about to announce. It's been unanimously decided Michiro-san will be in charge of the festival's main ritual. Oh, congrats! Knew it'd be her, can't wait. Damn it, they're getting too rowdy. I'm sulking in a corner of the meeting room. Kotomusubi's Grand Festival, which happens once every 20 years, is approaching. The problem is that the men and the women that take part in it must be wed. If Michiro is in charge of doing the ceremony, the chief priest, which is me, will have to oversee it. It is said that doing the ritual to inhabit the goddess of marriage deepens and ties the fates of the men and the women that partake in it. Well, I think it's just tradition and all, but still, I get the feeling that the Shrine Parishioner Association just gets a kick out of stoking the fire between me and Michiro-san. Why is this dog even in here? Never mind him. My problem right now are the Shrine Parishioners. It feels kind of weird to rain on their parade, but I should try to put my foot down and inspire more respect. Everyone, please listen. I get up and address the parishioners. I understand you're happy the festival is coming around, but we have to perform our duties religiously. We can't neglect the shrine's god. We have to take this seriously. There, take it easy, Masato-kun. No need to be so stiff. We're all family here. But the moment I decide to take the initiative, he shoots me down. He's the head of the parishioners, and he's been looking out for me since I was born, so I can't really brush him off. I know you better than you do yourself, kid. Always a nervous wreck. You won't let it show that you're actually happy about it, but relax, we're on your side. Huh? Don't play dumb, you're finally putting a ring on it. It ain't proper that the heir to Kotomusubi Shrine's unmarried. Your old man was worried about that too, but we can finally deliver him the good news next time we visit his resting place. Don't tell me. They mean... Please wait a second. You do know that Michiro-san's a man, don't you? Why do we have to get hitched? Well, I heard the previous chief priest, your pops, hired Michiro-san for that exact reason. What? It's alright, son. Even if your partner's a trap, we won't think badly of you. Since it was all so sudden, you might not really know it, but your pops really did that thinking of you. Nani? That's just crazy talk. A man in a trap marrying? Well, I've heard about that kind of couple a lot as of late. Then Dad. Well, I heard the previous chief priest, your pops, hired Michiro-san for that exact reason. Oh my. So you're the one pulling the strings here. I know it's tradition. However, to think that my father would readily accept the idea of the only heir to the shrine to marry a trap and end our lineage. No, there's something fishy going on in here. I know you're a serious guy, wouldn't mix work and private affairs and all that jazz, but you don't have to worry about anything. Everyone at the Parishioner Association is on your side. Besides, it'll look like you're performing your duties as the chief priest. There shouldn't be any problem even if everyone sees. Hiding your love in plain sight sounds romantic, ain't it? Even if they notice, there's a bunch of couples like these nowadays. I bet even God would permit it. No one will get offended by it. Trust us. Is God really that merciful? Something's definitely wrong with these people. Michiro-san, it's true that Michiro-san's beautiful and kind, and he likes to look after me and treasures me more than anything, but still, to think that he'd be able to just blatantly get all the roadblocks out of the way behind my back. He's had me wrapped around his little finger this whole time. What we really wanted to say is that there's no one here that opposes your love. Ugh. They said it now. When did our relationship become public knowledge? And since when are we in such a relationship? Anyone. Is there anyone on my side here? Hino has been stuffing himself with the manju Michiro-san gave him earlier. I don't think he'll be my savior. I think you two would make a lovely couple. What do you think, Hino-chan? I glare at him, begging so he doesn't add fuel to the fire. You're baiting him! Oh my god. Why is God getting bribed with food? Damn it all, why is everyone fine with this? This isn't going at all like I hoped it to. Oh my goodness. Yes. I wanted to vent some more, but there was something ominous about the way he was smiling. Look at this smile. He's got something planned. What's wrong, kid? You've been on edge all night. No, it's not that. Michiro cuts me off with perfect timing. Bwahaha. Looks like you're getting whipped by your wife already, kid. I knew Michiro-san would be the one wearing the pants in the house. This is bad. Michiro-san will shoot down anything I say here. He's got me cornered. It's difficult to turn this around precisely because Michiro-san garnered so much support for us. He's probably been arranging this for a long time, gaining everyone's trust until I let my guard down. Alright, how do I turn around this situation? Yes, I can use this mutt! You know, you can have my manju. Come here. Just come over here already. Slowly and carefully, I sneak out of the meeting while dragging Hinoa out as well. Can you do something about this? I cut straight to the chase as soon as we enter the empty shrine office. Yeah, I'm gonna end up married to Michiro-san at this rate. Listen to me, would you? Don't act like it has nothing to do with you. They want me to get married to a trap. I didn't expect all the shrine parishioners to be okay with it. I thought I'd find a way to wiggle out of it one of these days. Where do you think you're going? You're sleepy when you're hungry, you're sleepy when you're full. Isn't in times like these what gods are for? Make a miracle happen if you're really a god. Make a cute girlfriend for me. How many times do I need to tell you? He's a trap. I'd rather marry a girl than a man. Like the one that appears in my dreams every night. She seems so important but disappears every night. I'm sure she's the one destined for me. And not Michiro-san.
もう何年の付き合いになると思ってるの？
It's true. There's no way I could with this timing, could I? We've been always short on workers, and the representative of the Shrine Parishioner Association also works at the Mishiro's confectionery, remember? There's no way I could just fire him.
あそこのおまんじゅう本当に美味しいよね。また食べたいな。
I gave you mine already, so... Mishiro-san's family is as old around these parts as mine, so they have a lot of influence even among the parishioners. There's no way I could just shut down and hurt the son of such a prestigious family. Anyway, do something if you're really a god. I'm down on my knees praying all day, so you could reward me a bit for once.
朝な夕なに拝み倒して働かせているだけだよね。っていうか、あれはお願いじゃないよ。
Oh my god.
ほぼ脅しだよ。
I mean, you're not wrong.
だいたいさ、うちの神様は縁結びのご利益で有名なんだから、神頼みするならそっちにお願いするべきなんじゃないかな。
That is, if she is truly a goddess of marriage.
どういうこと？
Why do we need to appease a goddess of marriage? I'm thinking there's something else sealed inside that cave instead. Shrines are usually places where gods are worshipped. It is tradition to appease violent gods, like the Yato no Kami. That Koto Musubi shrine doesn't appease such a god is strange. First of all, that cave. There just has to be something sealed in there. And even though the name passed down to us as Koto Musubi, Himegami no Mikoto, we have little to no information besides that. But if Hinoa is able to manifest physically as an envoy, it has to be a considerably powerful being. There doesn't even seem to be a link between the goddess here and Hinoa being her envoy to begin with. Which makes me think Hinoa's here for a completely different purpose, which he disguises by calling himself an envoy.
なるほど。鋭いね、マサト君。
Oh? Plot twisting? I think it's normal to realize it's weird. For starters, you don't look godlike at all, even though you call yourself an envoy.
本当のところ言うと、僕は神社の守護のために派遣されてるだけなんだよ。今風に言うと、
So the truth comes out. So that means you don't have anything to do with the goddess enshrined here. So you were just sent here by a completely different entity. So he has nothing to do with Koto Musubi Himegami no Mikoto, and he says he was sent to protect the shrine. Then wasn't he just sent to monitor the place and make sure nothing's
そう
wrong?
いや、そろそろ駅前のコンビニで新作スイーツにプリンが出るらしいよ。僕あそこのデザート大好き。
This small doggy is only interested in snacking. Just like Isabel. Don't change the subject. Are we hiding something in this shrine? Something that isn't a goddess of marriage, I mean?
だからプリンの話をしているんだよ。
So that's what I need to give him to make him talk. That's pretty cheap. I really don't buy it when he says he's a god. Here, 500 yen.
これはアイスコーヒーも買えるよ。右手にプリン、左手にコーヒー。これ最強。
It'd be nice if you at least pretended not to be so happy with the measly 500 yen. You're a god, for Pete's sake. I'm splurging on you, so you better fess up.
はいはい。姫神様が封印されている理由ね。
So she really is sealed.
確かに姫神様は男女の縁を結ぶ力を持っているよ。それは間違いない。でもあの神様はいろいろと余計な縁まで結びすぎたんだよ。
How so?
男女の仲までならよかったんだけどね。
Does he mean as in making men and women that hate each other marry?
これ以上はあんまり言えない。あとはお察しください。
Anyway, that means I can't demand anything from the goddess, right? Well, it's not like those that serve a god are in position to be demanding
僕
stuff.
さっきから思いっきりお願いされてるけど。
It's fine if it's you. You're like a bootleg god
偽
anyway.
物ってなんだよ。言っとくけど僕はこの神社を守るという使命があるから仕方なくここにいてあげてるんだからね。僕みたいなありがたい存在が一緒にいるんだから少しは感謝してほしいな。
If you had to guard the shrine, protect the people working on it as well. Everyone in my family has been looking after you for centuries by now, so how about cutting me some slack,
それを言われたら弱いな。
right?
僕としてはシロちゃんと結ばれてくれた方が助かるんだけどね。
And I've already told you, I have absolutely no intention of
しょ
doing
う
that.
がないな。
Why not?
まあ義理もあるしそこまで言われたら。 どこに行ったかな。これでもない。
He feels
これ
himself
でもない。
up all over, and all kinds of junk plop onto the floor. Dices, magazines, cards, a game console. You think that all he does is lays around by the looks of what he's carrying.
はいこれ。
What's that? It's a thin piece of hair but there's clearly something wrong with it. I can't look at it directly. When I place my eyes on it for a fraction of a second, its foreboding aura makes me look away.
よくぞ聞いてくれました。
Heed my words. This is the soul-binding talisman. Okay.
霊言新たかなる神様の力が込められたありがたいお札なんだ。これは読んで字のごとく人と人との魂を結びつけるもの。つまり人の縁を深める力がこもっているんだ。
Oh, so it can work to get people married.
この札の力を使えば悪縁は良縁に、仲の悪い幼馴染同士を恋人に、蛇とカエルをカップリングすることだってできるんだ
I don't know
よ。
about that. I see.
今の状況はちょっとかわいそうだからチャンスをあげる。マサト君が本当に好きな人
It looks kind of shady, but the power emanating from this thing is tremendous. This thing must surely be charged with the power of the gods. Thanks. With this, I can finally...
相手がいればの話だよ。
Don't be stupid. Even I have one or two women I get along with. Wait a minute. Now that I think about it... No! I can't think of even one. Why?
マサト君は仕事に忙しかったから気づいていなかったんだろうけど、シロちゃんは女
Devious.
性をあまり近づけないようにガードしていたからじゃないかな。
You should have told me that
僕
sooner.
はご飯くれる人の邪魔なんてしないんだよ。
Smart. To think that he'd go that far. Well, it's true that I was pretty busy with work.
どれだけ思い返してみてもシロちゃん以外の相手いないでしょ。てかそもそも出会いがないし。
Ugh. Don you. You know what? So much for man's best friend.
もうシロちゃんでいいじゃん。あれだけ愛されてるんだから男冥利に尽きるでしょ。
Thanks but no thanks. All I have to do is go to a mixer or something. This is where you ran off to. We can't have the reason of the party's skedaddling off, can we? Come on, kid. Let's go back and have some drinks. I know I haven't chosen... No need to explain. We know already. No need to be shy. Let's just celebrate tonight. Listen to me. I'm not gonna marry a... Let's talk about it over some drinks. I bet you'll loosen up after a few shots. Ah, this is bad. Everyone's totally convinced we're lovers. It's true that Michido-san's more feminine than any girl in this town. However, he's still a man. All I have to do is get a girlfriend before the ceremony.
やっぱり前途多難だな。
Alright. That was a pretty long episode. But we're gonna go ahead and end it here. Seems like a pretty natural place to stop. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying. Comment, like, and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. And I'll see you in the next one.